Okay, today we're going to be working on trying to install a toilet. And the first thing I'm trying to do is line up this flange to make sure that when I put my toilet bolts in, each one has they're in this slot, not in the head here, okay? So I'm just checking measurement off the wall. It's 12.5-inch rough end, which honestly I don't know if that means that the bolt holes are 12.5 inches or the center of the drain, or maybe they all are. But anyway, I'm just making sure 12.5, I'm within this slot on both sides. Now this actual drain, it's just one that sits in there with a gasket, so it's not glued in. I can rotate it if I need to. I've already rotated the position. I just want to show you guys that. So the next up, I'm going to drill my pilot holes, and since we're on a concrete slab floor, I'm going to drill a pilot holes and then run these anchor bolts in. So let me take care of that, and then we'll see what's next. So I drilled my first hole and then realized I had the wrong size screws. When I bought them, I'll show you here, I threw away the other wrapper, but these screws, say right there on it, requires 1/4-inch bit. The bit that I bought, I threw away the package already, but on it it says it's a 3/16 bit for use with 1/4-inch screws. These are 5/16 screws. So I saw the big 1/4 on the bit, thought it was a 1/4-inch bit. So what I'm doing for now is I'm just going to drop a nail in the first hole that I drilled and subsequent holes just to hold this thing so it doesn't rotate as I drill the other holes. And then we'll be coming back once we get the right size bit. Okay, so we're back at it here. Had some excitement we had to deal with on this flange. If you guys remember, it was sitting up off the floor a little bit because of how this taper is. It wasn't sitting down all the way like it needed to be, so we went to try to put the toilet on, it wouldn't sit. So I actually had to come in here with a grinder and grind out around the pipe to make a depression to then be able to put the flange back down and anchor it down tight. So you can see now it's down on the floor. The instructions said no more than 1/2 inch to the top of the flange, and we're right at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to try to move forward. I've got the instructions laid out here, and it says the next thing is to put in our 2 set bolts with these retainer nuts, and then we'll put our wax ring in the middle, and then just set our toilet on top. So I'm going to try to get you step by step, but I don't have my tripod, so you're probably not going to get to see a whole lot of the action.
No, give me the water. Don't need it. Thank you. Hold on, jerky.
I love you too, baby. I love you too, honey. It's kind of interesting.
Daddy, is that toilet loud? Dad, is that toilet going to be loud?
It'll be a quiet one.
Where's that drink thing? Oh.
Why are you shaking it?
Working that wax ring down. That wax ring has to squish out.
No, kids, you have got soap in it. It's still dirty. Look at all the dirt around here. Okay, let it sit. It needs to soak.
Okay, so there we got it set. It's all stable, tightened down with the screws and bolts. It was a little high in back at first, so I actually took it up and ground that whole flange out more so the flange actually sat down in the floor, kind of countersunk it. So now we're going to put our tank on. You can see it's real simple, 3 bolts, and there's a rubber gasket there. Those 3 bolts line up in there, and then you just tighten her down. Definitely make sure you tighten this down, because we had our master bathroom remodeled about 2 years ago in our other house, and the plumbers that installed the toilet did not tighten it down, and the toilet bowl was just real slow seep leaking, and ended up causing big water damage on our roof downstairs. It was such a slow seat that we didn't ever see it. We just started noticing the ceiling was wet downstairs. So anyway, gonna get this gasket on there, flip it over, and okay, I got a little rush. Kids are getting fussy, mom's getting fussy, everybody's getting fussy. So I went ahead and put it all together. Got the tank on, just 3 screws underneath. They sent that little plastic wrench, comes with the toilet, tighten them down so you can't get them too tight. It's good, you don't want to get them too tight, but tight enough. Put my seat on. You guys can figure out how this goes. These little deals just flip open. And you put, it's just a plastic bolt. Plastic bolt goes through, that goes on the bottom. Flip it back down, just keep it pretty. So here is the grand reveal. Reach under here and let's turn it on. This is going up. Once it gets full here, we'll give her a flush. Well, that was kind of unimpressive.